Hi guys, this is Vidas.
And Usha.
Let's start episode 220 of Ask Vidas and Usha podcast. This question was sent by Jan, and she writes, Dear Vidas, thank you for asking how my practice is going today. Today I'm struggling with hymns. I am not very competent with the pedals. I practice separately pedals, right hand and pedals, left hand and pedals, right hand and left hand and pedals together. I also write in the pedaling and fingering. It seems to take me ages to learn a hymn, especially as playing a hymn on the piano is very easy. Perhaps I need to do more slow practice, and perhaps I need to do more separate practice rather than playing the hymn together over and over again. On a more positive note, I have been playing in church for a year now, and my playing has definitely improved. I'm very pleased. It has been worth all the hard work. Thank you for your help over the last year. Kind regards, Jan. Usha, do you think that playing hymns is the easiest part of organist work?
Well, I don't think so. I think it's quite hard to play hymns because it's you accompany congregation, and you never know what will happen, during the service and during the singing. Because when you are playing a solo piece, when you know that you are only responsible for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
But when you are playing hymns, you are responsible for entire congregation, and I think it's quite demanding.
Right. I think playing the hymn nicely in time with the congregation and actually leading it, not following. It's a tricky skill to have and develop over time, but very handy. And I think the first step would be to, in addition to knowing all the parts, probably know all the harmony too.
Yes, this might be helpful too.
Because when we compare two people who can play about the same level, and one can do only the music without understanding what is going on, and the second one can also analyze all the chords and chord progressions and modulations, if there are any, and cadences perhaps, then the second person will definitely have an advantage.
Yes, I couldn't agree more. I think when knowing theory helps a lot, especially in tricky situations.
So Jan should take up at first probably music theory practices and also later harmony once she is familiar with the chords.
I think it would be very beneficial.
So our course, which is called Basic Chord Training, would be helpful for her to get familiar with all the basic 3-note and 4-note chords in a position to be played with one hand only.
Closed position.
But then afterwards, I think she could progress to harmonic studies.
Sure, definitely. And because, hymns are nothing else as, 4-part harmonization sets.
Mm-hmm.
So it's very well connected with the hymn playing.
Do you think, Osha, that at this stage of her development, Jan could supply her own harmonizations with pencil, for example?
I don't know how well can she harmonize, but
She could try.
But yes, she could try. Why not?
Following examples of well-known hymns.
That's right.
From the hymnal.
But for Jen, I think because she is now an organist for a year, yes, I think the second year will be getting easier, because some of those hymns that she worked on previous year will repeat.
Definitely too. Yes, I agree with you here. And also, I think practicing 7 combinations as she does instead of 15 is probably perhaps not enough for everybody. Maybe she could try to do soprano, alto, tenor, bass alone instead of right hand, left hand, and pedals alone, and then to do all kinds of 2-part, 3-part combinations too. Don't you think?
Well, it might be beneficial, but if you would keep the same fingering, then yes. But if you would play it with different fingers, then it would be not so beneficial.
Or what about Osha hymn sight reading?
That's very beneficial, definitely.
Take unfamiliar hymn, 1 hymn a day at least, and sight read it. If you cannot play 4 parts together very, very slowly without mistakes, then you could play just one voice.
But yes, as Jen said it herself, maybe her problem is that she practices too fast because she says that she needs, to practice slower.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, the tempo might be the issue.
Usually, people who say they need to slow down, not only they are practicing too fast, but I think way too fast. When they will slow down, it will be too fast even then, I think.
Yes,
Usually.
that might be.
Let's say at quarter note, 30 beats per minute would be the fastest available tempo for her, I think. Right?
Yes, I think so.
Not 40. 40 is a
Yes,
little
there
low.
is no need to rush.
Mm-hmm.
Because in any case, you will, dictate the tempo for congregation how we will sing. Especially if you will play, organ loud.
Yes. So sight reading, hymns, then music theory and harmony later on, and of course regular practice.
True, in a slow tempo first.
Don't never skip 1 day or 2 days in a row. You can skip 1 day, but 2 days in a row is not good. Right, Osha?
That's true.
Because when you skip 1 day, you can make up the following day, practice a little bit more. But when you skip 2 days in a row, to make up for those 2 days on the following day will be much harder. You will be tired.
That's right.
Excellent. So, Osha, I think this is a useful advice for people who want to improve their hymn playing, and for closing, what would be your last piece of recommendation?
Well, practice every day. Practice in a slow tempo. Know what you are, playing about, what the music is, how it's put together. Know the text of the hymn. That might help too.
And practice probably changing registrations between the verses by hand or by pushing pistons in rhythm.
Yes, that's a very good suggestion.
If you mess up that, you can miss the entrance of the next verse or make a mistake.
True.
Okay, guys, this was Vidas.
And Osha?
Please send us more of your questions. We love helping you grow. And remember, when you practice,
Miracles happen.